Okay. Welcome everyone to Ferdinand Hunts You Down, Episode 2. So, for those of you who are tuning in for the first time, I am doing a moderately modded playthrough with 3 different ship packs. I have Tiangdong Heavy Industry, I have Shadow Yards, and I have the Magellan Protectorate, which is a new mod, which hasn't been released yet, but Harmful Mechanic is letting me beta it, which is very nice of him. Thank you! Let's see, I am also using Sector to alter things and spice things up a little bit. Ruthless Sector because I enjoy the altered bounty payouts, and just a couple of prettifying and extra audio. And that's it. That's 3 factions and Sector. So a quick look at my fleet. I have managed to scrounge up a few cruisers, which is very nice. I have this pirate fast cruiser with a maximum burn speed of 9. I haven't quite figured out how to use this ship yet. I'm still kind of working on it. I'm not sure exactly what the best way to use it is. It has some pretty nasty D-mods on it, so it's never going to be the best ship, but it's what I'm going to be piloting for now. I also have a Falcon P, which are always fun, and I am just throwing on maximum torpedoes, some Reapers, and some IR Pulse. Let's see, I've got this Pirate Shrike, which I really need to get a better weapon on than a heavy mining laser. Hi Zentless, how you doing? It's nice to see you again. Let's see, I got this pirate ship already famous, which was nice. It has some really good stuff on it. I might eventually restore some of these ships, so just, not yet. I have Drover, which has been doing good things. Condor, which actually has also been doing really good things, because claws are supremely effective versus pirates. And I just got this Gemini, and I really need to put something better than a Talon on it. But mainly at this point it's acting as a freighter with its 250 capacity. I've got Tanker, and I've got Salvage Rig, and I've got a Hound. Oh, I must have lost these and recovered them because they're at the end of my list. Anyhow, I have a Hound, and I have another Shrike. And do I have any idle officers? I don't. Good. Now, I just got to Ehus Brahe, and I think I want to do a quick refit of my ships. I have plenty of money because I just sold off a bunch of AI cores. Unfortunately, the AI has killed my Hammerhead flagship, but that's okay. I got like 300,000 from them. All right, so let's see what is available for me to put on this ship. Not a huge amount. I could take off the dual flak and put on one of these heavy needlers. Heavy needlers are really good guns, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I think what I'd really like is a Mjolnir. I think a Mjolnir would be pretty perfect here. For right now, I'm just going to keep this layout and hope that it does well. Now, on this ship, I think I actually am going to do the unthinkable, and I am going to put on a pair of heavy needlers. And I know what you're saying. You're saying, why? Why would you take off missiles? And the answer is that I just need a little bit more kinetic damage so that my missiles can strike home. Now, I am going to, however, double down on Reapers on my small secondaries and give myself a little bit more flux to handle that. Alright. Now, do I want a dedicated targeting core on this ship? I don't have ITU yet. Oh yeah! Yeah, Zenplus, I saw that the new Diable is posted. It's definitely on the list for my next run. I'm excited to try that out again. It's been a while since I used it. I had a lot of fun when I used it, and then I was like, okay, I had fun. I'm kind of done with it now. But yeah, now I'm excited to give it another go. Let's see. I think I'm going to take off some capacitors, which is always a little bit risky, but fine, to put on a dedicated targeting core. And let me just do a quick pilot versus... I don't know. Let me just throw it up against a Dominator. I know that Dominators are both heavy but also easy targets for this thing. I just want to see if this is enough kinetic firepower to justify taking off 2 torpedoes. So let's see. This ship is so speedy. Yeah, I mean, just look at that. I'm just going to wait for the next burst. There we go. And I got 2 hits in, even with some pretty bad shots. Now, I suppose the downside of this ship is that it doesn't have any, doesn't have much sustained DPS. But that's, you know, that's okay. Yeah, so in that case, the point defense was able to knock it down. Alright. Still, I think I like this for an opportunistic ship, because it's not going to be by itself. It's going to have other ships applying pressure also. Now, alright, that's a little unfortunate. You know what I think I am going to do? Hellbore and Heavy Needler. And let's just throw another muscle on and a little bit of point defense. There we go. That is not, like, not the best loadout, but I'll just throw it in sim against, I don't know, some sort of punching bag. Well, actually, let's just see how it does against the same Enforcer. Now, this is kind of a light gunship against a heavy cruiser, one-on-one with no... nothing to distract, so I wouldn't be surprised if this ship lost. On the other hand, it burn drived in and took a bunch of Hellbore rounds. Yeah, this is just fine. The Hellbore is not a huge amount of DPS, but it brings armor cracking. And it's quite efficient, and the Needler is also efficient. So I am just fine with this. This is a just fine ship now. Now, do I have anything to replace this? Yes, I do. I can put on a heavy blaster if I want. And finally make this the strike assault ship that it was always meant to be. Of course, the large number of D-mods do not make that very easy. Simply because this is it's a lot of flux. A lot of flux. However, I think it should be okay. I'll put it up against a Hammerhead, which is actually a Hammerhead is a strong destroyer, which should be able to beat this, especially with D-mods. But I think it should be able to do a Sabo Burst and then do pretty well. It does need to fire those Sabos, though. There it goes. The AI is piloting it really cowardly. Alright, I'm gonna pilot it instead. On the other hand, this thing could just be too fragile for what I want to do. In which case, maybe I should put on the long-range loadout instead. Alright, there we go. Once it gets in there, it's a nice amount of DPS. It just struggles on the approach. You can tell that the fire rate is lower because the railgun is sucking down a pretty decent amount of the flux, and the flux is pretty limited on this ship. It'll be fine though. Good. Now this one, I'm actually going to outfit it the same way that the previous one was. Ooh, no, I have an ion beam and a phase lance. That's a good question here. Do I have any ion support in this fleet? Yes, I have claws for ion support. I think we're going to go with a phase lance. Yeah. Now, in this case, I am actually going to throw on reinforced bulkheads. Don't murder me. I know I keep saying I don't use them, but apparently I'm using them now. Oy. Simply because Shreks die very easily. Ah, let's see. That's a long post from Zentless. Well, I haven't played Diable in a long time, so hopefully I'll be able to actually pilot them. I find that a lot of Tardiflet's mods, they have specific ways of flying the ships that make the ships good, and if you don't fly them just right, they can be not so great. Okay, so here's my fleet. I think now, if I recall correctly, there was one system that was quite good that I found while exploring. Right, it was World Mill. That it had this beautiful tundra, and it has an orbital habitat and a mining station that I would like to claim, and like to colonize at some point even. Not sure what else is in here. Let's see, let me just turn on my exploration back on. I didn't finish exploring these because I went up north and then got my butt kicked by some remnants. So I'm probably going to go back out exploring for a little bit. Nope, no exploring. Or no storage. I just want to sell some stuff. There we go. Never going to use that, never going to use that. Might use heavy mortars, or light mortars. Okay. Now, I did actually want to buy a few ships, because I'm not restricting myself to not buying ships. I would like an Omen. Omens are great. Nothing else really to say about it. Omens are... Oh, there's another one. Omens are fantastic frigates that you can use into the end game. And I have a particular loadout I like on them. I really like putting antimatter blasters on Omens, but I don't... There are none available. So this is just going to get a single IR pulse, and... What else? I've kind of been liking these muscle LRMs, I gotta admit. They are actually long-range missiles that do something without being overpowered. I think Mezzo did a really good job on them. We'll see what ECCM package does. That might make them even better. Now, I don't have hardened shields, which is one of my go-tos, but I am going to put on reinforced bulkheads and hardened subsystems, and that still leaves me enough to max out my blacks. Great. Now, let me just repeat that real quick. Let's see, reinforced bulkheads, hardened subsystems. I'm putting reinforced bulkheads on so many things, I feel like a hypocrite. Okay, now that was actually a surprisingly large improvement to my ship's combat power. And are there any destroyers? I really like destroyers in general, and I'm at destroyer burn speed. Not really. I could pick up a hammerhead, but I just lost a hammerhead, and I want to try new ships, so I'm not going to do this quite yet. Now, I'm considering getting a Colossus, because I have a lot of salvage to recover in those two systems, but I don't think I'm going to right now. Could always just colonize World Mill. Actually, maybe I should just colonize World Mill. Even if this is not the best colony, it's still a good colony, and I could put my stuff there. Feels a little silly to say that, but you know, why not? It's the truth. Yeah. And I do have this world. I could get volatiles on Old James. It's just trace, but it's only 150% hazard. You know, it would not make the worst supplemental mining world. Yeah. Maybe I'll do this. Maybe I'll colonize these two. See what I get. Okay. If I'm going to colonize them, I'm going to need 1,000 crew. Which means I want to pick up a couple of these nebula. Now, are there any on the black market? No, none on the black market. What about these ventures, actually? Nah, they're not quite good enough. So I will buy a nebula, and let's see how many people can I cram onto this thing. I'm going to want additional berthing, and guess I'll just put militarized subsystems on it to get its burn speed up to 9. So this gets me 520 crew, which is not bad. Not bad at all. But that's still not quite enough because my... Yeah, I'm going to need one more. And that's just the way it is. Colonizing is expensive. That gets additional berthing and militarized subsystems again. Okay. Oh, interesting. He removed the advanced avionics. I did not know that, Zentless. I haven't really looked at the detailed changelog yet. Okay. I need people. You are some people. You are some more people. I will have to, I'll be a bit below minimum, so I'll have to buy a bit more when I get there. Yeah, that's a little unfortunate. I will need a good amount of supplies. That'll help. And I think this should be enough. I'm actually a little... I don't really remember if I need 100 heavy machinery or 200 heavy machinery. It's kind of something I should know. Okay. I have reviewed my fleet. I suppose I should review my build. Combat. Lots and lots of combat. I'm kind of dithering about what to put these last 2 points to. Oh, I'm flying a Falcon P. There we go. That'll help. Well, that was fast. I'll quickly save. And let me just drop by Kulan to get just a bit more crew. And then I will be good to go back to World Mill. Oh, and there are some mercenary captains around. Steady. I don't really like gunnery control. I need to go back to my the previous world. Unfortunately, I forgot. Let's see, nothing super interesting here in terms of weapons. Let's see. Although I could swap this out for something better. I could swap it out for a spark. Oh boy. That's nice. So I only have the one spark, but the rewards for hunting remnants just keep on growing. Okay, that's nice. Now I'm gonna buy, let's see, there's no free market here, so I'm just going to, let's get 10 of those, which is a little annoying, but just in case it requires 200, I'll have enough for extra salvage. And I think I'll just buy an extra 25 supplies. And I am ready to go. Let's see. There's some freelance admins. Thanks. I can't hire any more. That's weird. I have an admin, huh? I do. This is not the worst admin. Not the best admin. The industry skill is really better. Okay. Going back here real quick just to check the mercenary officers. I have 3 mercenary officers that all have the same face. That's weird. Are you twins? Let's see. Target analysis and impact mitigation steady. That is good. The next one. Missile special ordnance, advanced countermeasures. Those are also good. Steady helmsman ship gunnery implants. Also good, although I don't like helmsman ship quite as much. Let's see. I don't think I want a carrier captain right now. And I don't really like damage control, so I am going to hire this one. Target analysis and impact mitigation are excellent. And I will hire that one. I like all those skills. And can I hire another one? Nope, I can't hire any more right now. Okay. So that's what I get. Let's see. You'll go on that one, and you'll go on that one. That's fun. Fun, fun, fun. I found officers. I think this is already more officers than I found in my whole previous game, which is a little bit sad, but there you go. And I am going to go out to World Mill. I'm just going to colonize that world. It's close enough. It's good enough. I can handle pirate fleets with this ship. With this fleet. also help cut down on these monthly expenses, which I hate. Okay. It also gives me an outpost closer to the outer ring where all the bounties spawn with Favor Sector. Alright, let's get out of here. And let's see, where's that new bounty? That's actually a bounty with a decent size reward. Ooh, that looks like it would be a fun fight too. Ah, it's a pity it's on the opposite side of the sector from where I want to go. How about these ones? I'm getting off topic. I should get back on topic. Oh, alright. Oh, I don't have enough fuel. Okay, well I'm gonna stop in at, Nakachika, I think? Ew. Wow, that actually cost me a lot of supplies. What just got hit? My carrier that got hit. Rough. 16. Ah, yeah, I'm not playing with industry. Whole mod, so I gotta be more careful of those storms. Okay, this is actually relevant to my interests. I'm gonna accept this mission. I mean, it's pretty close to where I want to go. It's a free orbital habitat, and even if I don't get it, I know where an orbital habitat is. Okay, now I want to go to Nakachika for fuel, and it's... Oh, okay, it's just right there. I'll just follow this group in. Transponder on, because I'm playing all legal amount. That's fun. I need to buy more supplies already. Wow, my fleet is not very supply efficient at the moment. More mercenary officers. Can't hire them anyway. I should not check too much. Now, I don't care too much about the hegemony. So I am going to buy on the black market for some fuel. And some supplies. It's actually a significantly cheaper place to buy supplies. And I suppose I'll just sell those off for to make things a bit better. Okay, and I need a few more crew. Oh, there's excess stockpiles. All right, well I'll just buy 200 then. Oh, that was actually very Aha. Yes, I got scanned for smuggling. That's okay. So I was at just over 400,000 credits when I started this game. 2 omens and the supplies and ships needed for colonization has put me back about 260k. That's a little more than I expected. I think it was because I was already a little bit short on crew. Alright, let's get out there. And all these unidentified stars. Hello. What are you? Ah. Just a ship on a salvage expedition. Okay. You can follow salvage expedition fleets to interesting systems. Every once in a while, they will go somewhere that's really cool. Hey, I am going to colonize this place. Yeah, there we go. So it's got 19% proximity, which is pretty good. Sure. What do I like? What am I in the mood for as a planet name here? Cool. That works. We're gonna call this Magellan Fan Club. I haven't actually seen Magellan yet. I need to do that. The Magellan Fan Club is... It's a Magellan Fan Club ship. MFCS. Haha. There we go. Here's my colony. It's going to give me a nice, cool 6,500 right off the bat. Hazard rating is only 100%. Very nice. It's going to take 15 days to build the spaceport. I'm not going to bother building the mining quite yet. But I am going to drop off everything into storage. Huzzah! For those of you who haven't seen it before, this is called the alt transfer. It's a setting you need to enable in your settings file, but once you do, you can just hold down the alt key and swipe your mouse. It's very handy. It's very handy indeed. Okay, now I can salvage these mining stations. Oh, I got the Tiangdong blueprint package. That's nice. Oh, it's got some missile launchers and stuff. Yes. Very nice. So I'll learn that. Let's see. Advanced optics, always nice. Nav relay, sure. Extended shields, okay. 2 more corrupt nanoforges. Okay, I'll probably sell those since I already have a corrupt nanoforge, and corrupts are not very rare. Oh no, my tanker's gained a bad reputation. Oh, Gamma Core. Okay, it's a free 30,000 credits, which is just nice. And let's see what else is going on here. Nothing much. That's probably all I'm going to get from this place. Yeah. All right. And what's my cargo situation? I got 400 left. I will just drop into here. I'm just gonna drop off these. You know, I'm just putting them into the resource stockpile. There's no reason not to. They don't really sell for anything. Oops. Now I hope I don't lose you all, but I need to take my bread out of the oven. So I'm gonna do something I've never done before. Now I'm gonna run a 60-second ad break while I take my bread out of the oven. Okay, and I'm back. Sorry for that. I won't do that again. I just need to get that out of the oven before it burnt. Okay, so back to this. I am just dumping off basically this unused material to give me a little bit more supply space so that I can go recover that orbital habitat. Hey, got some crew. 132 crew. That's very nice. Okay, nothing that great here, but you know, orbital habitats usually just have vendor junk. Alright. I can, however, I can just dump this into the resource stockpile here. And that might seem a bit weird, but what it lets me to do is it lets me to go to the colony screen and say, use stockpiles during shortages. And that immediately alleviates the shortages because, you know, I have food now. And that is going to give me some money, and it's going to give me some stability, and it's going to help the colony grow just a little bit faster. Let's see, and that's it. That's it for this habitat. Okay, I am going to just drop off those. And I am going to drop off my transport chips. I do not need them because I'm not colonizing right now. Hey, too much supplies and people and fuel and stuff. Sure. Well, we can just drop these extra people off. There we go. So I'll have to remember when I colonize the next planet in this system. I've got 136, and actually I can buy from the resource stockpile too. And there we go. Now, I did just pick up a mission to analyze this orbital habitat that's out here, and I have plenty of fuel range. So, you know what? Sure, let's do it. It'll be farther out than I've gone before, but that's okay. Oh, I'm gonna eat this. Yeah, there it goes. Alright. 2 hits, probably about 24, 25 supply damage. It's not great, to be perfectly honest, but... Wow, my monthly expense was really high that time. Why was it that high? That was the crew payroll from having all that excess crew. Let's see, is there any way I can avoid these storms? Yes, it looks like there's a break in the storms down here. Because I am much more supply limited right now than I am fuel limited. But this one's not going to stop me. Alright. There we go. Ugh, another 12 supplies down. But here we are. We have reached the system. And this is orbiting a Terran world. Oh! What? Wait, what? This is orbiting a Terran world. Well, shit. You want to just give me a Terran world in a system with a comm relay and multiple stable points. Did I colonize too soon? Maybe, maybe not. We'll see what the resources are. And this is also kind of far out here. But it'll be fun to have kind of a string of colonies bringing me to the outer edge. I mean, just look at all these black holes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 black holes in this region. That is a lot of potential research stations. Okay, so here we are. And I get an extra 60,000 for doing this. That's always nice. Oh, cool. I get the Shadow Yards Auxiliary Blueprint package. Nice. This gives me a bunch of new ships and weapons. Get one of those, and we'll just take all. Very cool. Now I'm throwing out the metal instead of the food, even though the metal is worth a little more, simply because neither is worth all that much, and the food is useful for stockpiles. Oh, this is a 75% hazard world. This is... Oh, damn. Okay then. This is a really good world. So this has better farmland, less hazard rating, and better organics than my other system. Well, I'll be colonizing here. Yes, I will. All right. And I got another free 30,000 out of that Gamma Core. Cool. Okay then, well, I know where I'm colonizing next. Yeah, really. Colony number 2. I actually, you know, normally I put all my colonies in like the same cluster. It might be fun to see like one colony here, have lots of refueling stations. Maybe I can get a third colony up at Pool? Nah, these were actually not very good worlds, I remember. Maybe this one at 125. So maybe I can have kind of like a 1, 2, 3, and just kind of have the whole right side of the map be my territory, as it were. There we go. Ooh, there's some pirates and stuff out here. What is going on? Are these scavengers or are these pirates? Ooh, a lot of ships. That's a big fleet. I can probably take it, but I do want to be a little bit cautious. So there's a Atlas Mark II, there's a Guandos, and a bunch of fuel tankers out here. And any one of these could have some interesting things. I really should explore them. And let me just see how big these... Oh, alright. These are pretty big fleets. I don't really want to tangle with them if I can help it. I could probably take them, but this is this is a missile ship. It has limited endurance. Okay, 50% hazard for extensive runes is good by me. Let's see what we get. Athletic package is not very good. Electron bomb pod. Ah, so this is a Magellan weapon. I haven't really played with these yet. Projects a devastating pulse of electrically charged plasma that arcs along a ship's hull, disabling weapons and engines. Okay, cool. So it's a strike EMP weapon. Alright, I'll have to check that out. And a chain gang CEPC. Very nice. I'm kind of glad I didn't get stuck in the corona there. I can probably take that fleet. Maybe I should just do it. Just bite the bullet. I don't really want I don't want maintenance problems on a transport. So let me save real quick. Ah, yes, I missed something Xanthilus wrote, sorry. It's on a separate computer right now, it's kind of obnoxious. I try to cluster my colonies as well, either with themselves or with my commissioned factions, because I always play with Nex. Yeah, I'm so tired of Nex. I feel like when you do what Nex wants you to do, which is build an empire and conquer other colonies, it's a fantastic, fantastic mod. If you do anything else, it's just it's a lot of pain in the ass for no benefit. What are you doing? Okay, they're kind of neutral to me right now. So I'm just gonna salvage for a little bit. Oh. No. No. No, no. Tempted, but no. Okay, I think probably the rest of this is going to be nothing, but you never know. Sometimes you can get, I don't want compromised storage. I'll take the fuel, though. You can get blueprints and things from these little ships. It is worth it to look at them, at the very least. Even though most of the time, you don't really get anything. Haha, lobsters! 9 lobsters! Three drugs! Rolling in drugs. Oop, I'm over fuel. I need to not just take all there. No thanks. It's a pity I didn't find stuff like this during my industry playthrough. Okay. Occupied sleeper pods. Ah, they were dead. Oh well. It's probably because I'm at max crew. I actually think that's... Oop, nope. That's the logic. Is that if you're at max crew, the pods will give you organs. Which kind of says something kind of nasty about what's really going on here, right? It's like, oh, we're rescuing people. Okay, that turned hostile. It's got 2.5 combat cruisers and just a whole lot of light ships. I can probably take it. You know what? I'm gonna save and try to take it. Because fighting is fun. Cool. That might be suicidal, but you know what? I don't care. It'll be fun. Multi-dimensional fox. Yeah, it's very rare. It really, the only time that it happened that I was just like, what is going on, is I got a Paragon blueprint from a kite. Literally just a random kite, just sitting there, not doing anything, and I got a Paragon blueprint from it. Oh, I just got hit with a... Whew, my skills saved me there. I just got hit with a... My hound is dying. Get out of there. You take that out. You should be able to just murder that. You should be faster. Okay. I should be able to chase down this Falcon. And there goes his maneuvering jets. There we go. That wasn't super clean. I spent 4 torpedoes, but I still killed I killed one of their 2 cruisers for pretty cheap. I think I can vent. Nice. There goes the Hound. I'll just let that ship retreat. Yeah, why not? I actually want you to go after that Venture. You have a Hellbore, which is really good for taking down things like that. Now I am going to zip over here and help my Shrike. Oops. Oh, just took a bit of long-range missile fire to my butt. Oh, there's the overload, and I'm just going to get that kill. Oops. Oh, my Omens got in trouble. Why don't you get out of here? That happens to Omens. Shrike is actually doing okay. I'm going to let it go for right now, but that could turn ugly real quick. Now this needs to die. Actually, my Shrike did the absolute right thing there. But I need to fire my guns manually. Oh, and there goes the Shrike. Oh, and there goes me! Damn, let's see. That's a good hammerhead. Really good hammerhead. Okay. Whew, I think I've been too aggressive. You can see that this light cruiser is just getting swarmed by small ships. Yeah, it's dead. I'm probably gonna have to do this fight one more time. Just a little bit too aggressive. Alright, you get over here and escort me. Oh, and there goes that Shrike over there. I said it would go bad. Hi, Ikrin Macto. How you doing? Ooh. I have heard about the CK Industries stuff. I haven't done it myself. So it looks like this fight is not going well. I'm probably gonna... I'll reload. I'll try this fight one more time. And I'll just finish off that Enforcer. So my Falcon P has been doing pretty well. But my other ships are just getting killed by their destroyer fleet. Ooh. Oh, and I overloaded. Alright. Let me try this fight one more time. Let's see, what am I up to? I'm up to just bounty hunting some, exploring some. I found a really nice Terran world in this system after a mission, and I'm going after this fleet here just for fun. There's no reason I need to go after it. Oops. And it's a lot bigger than me. It kind of kicked my butt last time. Not gonna lie. I want to see if I do any better the second time around, being a little less aggressive. I'm actually gonna slap a defend order down. I probably am still gonna lose. It's a much bigger fleet than me. I think what I really need to do is go after the small ships a little bit more and stop my forces from getting swarmed. However, I am gonna tell this cruiser... You know what? I'll just let it engage. Sure, let's just let it engage. Falcon is actually winning against me because I'm conserving my missiles. But now its flux is way up, and those claws are actually going to start disabling it a bit. Yeah, there we go. Now, I could fire my torpedoes, but I'm actually kind of conserving my torpedoes for just a little bit. Okay, so my ships have gotten a nice clean kill on the right. I'm kind of holding down this flank here. I just want to fighter strike on that Sunder. It's a very dangerous Sunder. Oh god, look at all these destroyers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 destroyers. All right, but that's a nice kill there. Ooh, Holstad's critical. You got hit by a single gun, didn't you? Omens are made of paper. Hey, this Shrike just got a kill. So last time the Shrikes got separated and outnumbered, and they didn't do too well. This time I'm playing a little more defensively, and the Shrikes have escorts, and now they're actually doing extremely well in their hit-and-run role. Okay, and now I want to fighter strike on this, and I'm actually going to get rid of this defend order and move it down to here. And you get over there. Okay. I'm going to lose this fight anyway. Here. There. Suicide yourselves. Maybe you'll get a kill. Oh yeah, that hound is not happy. What did I send it up against? Oh, this has one of these overpowered double lasers. Yeah, those will do it. Needlers, heavy needlers are the best medium ballistic. That is just what they are. They are overtuned. Here we go. There's going to be some strikes. Oops, that's a heavy blaster. I don't really want to eat that on my hull, even with combat skills. So the hound that I sent on its suicide mission did die. Alright. You know what? They have a lot of small craft down there. Alright, I can afford to lower my shield again. There we go. There goes that annoying falcon that's been threatening me so much. Oh, and there's... So now here is the combo that I was meaning to set up. I have the heavy needlers from my ship, plus the Hellbore from that other cruiser. Now, unfortunately, my Condor just died. Too many destroyers on this side. My single Shrike over there couldn't quite handle it. Okay, now this Hammerhead is a problem. It's got a lot of firepower. And there it goes. Hammerhead down. Oh boy, I need to get rid of that Eliminate and save my light cruiser. I think my right flank is just going to die now, unfortunately. This fight has been going pretty well. Yeah, the burst damage on Needlers is really, really good. Oh! Oh, I ate that. I was just putting my shield down after the burst, and then I saw the DPS. Hey, what just hit me? That was a good overload. Nope, that's gonna be my flagship. Oh, really? What kind of guns is this? Something hit me real fast for the overload there. Was that a... I don't know what that was. Huh. Nothing particularly crazy on that ship. Maybe it was a heavy mortar round. And let's see, and that is going to be the end of the fight. So I think I can't quite take this fleet. I can almost take this fleet. I need, like... I need 2 destroyers. If I had 2 hammerheads, then I'd be very confident in this fight. But you saw how, even though wherever I was did pretty well right up until the end, my side got turned and my carriers got killed. Well, that was fun. Now, I do, however, want to... I do, however, want to get out of here. And... oh, I hate that mechanic. A single kite can stop a fleet. That's annoying. Okay, now I do want to get out of here and see if there are any bounties in the region. Yeah, I just can't quite win that fight, which is a pity. Now, that fleet is, of course, larger than any of the bounties except for the unique Starsector bounty. Oh, this is something I can do pretty easily. Maybe not easily, but this is a much weaker fleet. This is up in the Terror Nebula. Volcanic world in a system with a dwarf primary in the Terror Nebula. Okay, so that could be either of those. Now there's another one out here, huh? Oh, this one might be a little hard. Because it cuts off in the middle of destroyers. So it could have like 10 or 15 more destroyers. You never know. But this is a barren world. So hopefully I can do one of those and not get caught too badly. So I'm going to go up to the Terror Nebula and do a bit of bounty hunting. Because I've actually got a good amount of supplies now. Now let's see, how is my colony? Ah, good, the spaceport is done. I can't build an orbital station yet. This might... oh, this is new. Planet circling orbital solar collector plant with skilled workers to handle... ah, high capacitor storage, cool. I think... let's see, this has adequate farmland. Which is not as good as that other place, but it will provide income. I could also build a way station and always have fuel and supplies and crew available there. I think I'm just going to slap down some farming. Farming is, you know, as long as you have it, it's almost always profitable. And I will do a way station after farming. Oh, hello there. Nope. Nope, nope. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, 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 nope. Nope. Very much nope. This one, maybe. Not the one with the brilliant. Can I do this one? Oh, I want to try. I'm going to save and do this one. Hey, Pentrader Roos! I miss my streams too. My hand is now healed, so I can do it. Oh, Jesus, that is a lot of bonuses. Alright, I'm going to do everything except the Hound, because the Hound will die. And let's just swap, put a defend order on. Okay, now they have a lot of sparks. But this should be okay. I think it's my job to take out some of these larger ships. Ooh. Oh, I need my heavy healers to fire at their ship, not at the fighters. Yank. There we go. And I think my guns can handle it. Oh, I lost an Omen. That's a little unfortunate. I wonder what I lost an Omen to. A lot of ships is what I lost an Omen to. Well, I did put reinforced bulkheads on it because I was afraid of losing it, so I will get it back. I'm just going to team up with my cruiser and Shrike here. Although my flux is a little high, I do need to be a little careful. But there's no torpedoes on this thing. Well, it's actually a miss, so I'm glad. There we go. Oops. I need to get over here fast to save my Gemini. Oh, nope. I'm not going to save my Gemini. That is unfortunate. Ooh, and I'm going to get ganked by this little annoyance squad, too. That was actually remarkably deadly. Okay, I need fighter strikes. Okay, that was really funny. I just got 2 consecutive overloads on frigates using torpedoes. Well, c'est la vie. Now my needlers keep firing at the wrong target, which is a little annoying. Okay, I'm just gonna back off a bit, and I think I can actually safely vent here. I do need to get over here and try to save this condor. Oh, I'm not gonna manage it. However, let's see if I can get you to kill this carrier. Someone's actually doing pretty well out there. Cancel that already. And you actually get down here. This is a target that you can help deal with. Luckily, it doesn't have extremely high DPS. Alright. Oh, this is going to be painful, but I need to vent. Okay, there we go. Now I think I can kind of brawl with this thing a little bit. Lost my other omen, that's a pity. One more heavy needler strike. There's the overload. And I think I should get my reload in before this goes. Unless it has a hull mod. Alright, I only got one torpedo in, that's a pity. However, now I have me with the heavy needlers on one side, and there is the heavy... Oh god, these frigates! These frigates are proving more deadly than their destroyers or cruisers. I want to try this fight one more time. I might survive. No, I'm not going to survive. You know what I'm extremely disappointed with? I'm extremely disappointed with this light cruiser. I could use some more carriers. It's actually not the carriers. The sparks in this fleet were actually really easy to beat. It's the frigates. And to deal with frigates, you just need more gun DPS. You know what I mean? Alright. Let's try this one more time. And I'm going to see if I can get... I'm actually going to control my heavy needlers manually? Maybe? I noticed that they were firing at the wrong targets quite a lot. They were firing at fighters and, you know, things like that instead of firing at enemy ships. Now, I'm going to try to get fighter strikes on isolated frigates. And let's see how that goes. Okay, there's one frigate down. So I think I think that's the key to this fight is I need to use the heavy needlers on my ships to take out the enemy frigates, whereas last time I went straight for their destroyers, which actually didn't prove super necessary. Okay, and I want you to get over here. Just run away. Alright. Alright. Oh, you have torpedoes. I need to be a bit careful. You need to not run straight into that whole swarm. Alright, you can now stop your engagement. That was a really good vent. That is probably going to give me enough flux capacity to take this thing out. Oh, what the hell was that? Oh, what the hell is going on? Okay, well that was really annoying. Two of my torpedoes, I think they bounced off frigates. Okay, we're going to cancel this order, and we're going to regroup back here, and I'm going to protect this Gemini. And I'm not going to go for that carrier. I want to go for that carrier. Really badly, I want to go for that carrier. I'm not going to, because the frigates are the problem. Now I need to focus my efforts on killing frigates. This one. Unfortunately, my guns are desynchronized. Okay, I need this cruiser to do anything. I'm gonna give it an eliminate order because it just sucks. Just fire your main weapons at an enemy. It's not that hard. I'm gonna lose the drover. There goes the drover. 2 frigates. And probably this cruiser too. Okay. Okay, there goes that one. Unfortunately... Yeah, there goes that. Ah, the frigates are just too powerful. Have you managed to do anything up here? No, you've managed to just get surrounded and die. Alright. We're gonna try this one more time. Yeah, it's like when I looked at the stats of the cruiser and I said, "Oh wow, this thing's a lot better than a Falcon." But in practice, it's really just not good. It doesn't like to fire at the enemies, and it constantly runs away. I don't know what's wrong with this thing. Like, it should outrange and outspeed the enemy destroyers extremely. Well, I like doing this. I like trying to figure out the puzzle of fights and figure out exactly what needs to be done. Alright, I'm going to tell this Omen to go after it hard. And same with that. I'm just going to see whether we can kill this thing. However, I'm kind of neglecting the rest of my fleet here. I'm actually going to get rid of those defend orders. Alright, we're gonna get rid of that because otherwise that's gonna go terribly. Oh, Jesus. Alright, overfixation has led to the immediate death of my fleet. Yeah, there we go. Oh, Jesus. Alright, you know what? We're just not going to do this fight. I hope you're all enjoying watching this. I'm just kind of throwing myself at enemies that beat me. Okay, well, I think the things that I found out is that this cruiser kind of sucks. It's just not that good. Like, I know this is a heavily demodded light cruiser, but I am very kind of disappointed with its performance. And the other thing is that I wish I just had a hammerhead to kill those frigates. That's really what's needed here. Is just a simple gun destroyer. You know, it might just be my own personal preferences. I think carriers are in general overrated. I think it's gun destroyers is probably the most powerful ships in the game. That's me though, that's my opinion. I am losing every fight I've showed you today, so maybe take my opinion with a grain of salt. Okay, now there are 2 bounties that I want to do in here. One of them I'm pretty confident that I can crush, which is this one. And this one I think can probably beat me. Now this one is around a volcanic world, and this one's around a barren world. Let us... There's a wayfarer out here. Let us jump dark into this system and see what we got. Well, apparently there's a jungle world out here. What is with all these potentially excellent worlds? Jeez, I'm just gonna have like a whole bunch of really good colonies. Okay, well, I am going to play it cool a bit and just be slightly cautious and see what I get around here. Okay, there is that bounty. So I'm gonna go dark and see if I can ID it. Okay. Yeah, that's reasonable. Alright. And because I have been losing constantly, I'm gonna save. Okay. Let's see if this goes any better. I won't deploy that. I will deploy the Shrike, even if it has a bit of damage. Okay, now we got some SO ships here that I want to be a bit cautious of. I need to be cautious of that ship because it has an assault chain gun. And assault chain guns are quite powerful, but you can see that the heavy blaster on the Shrike did a really, really great job. I'm just kind of hanging out here with my shield up. Let's see, this Shrike I should probably take out. Yeah, alright. A decent number of fighters inbound. Probably want to just let those kind of break on other ships. There's a lot of unshielded enemies here, so the longer that I just kind of play it cool and wait, probably the better in a lot of ways. But I think I will close in and just get that kill. Yeah, I am glad. Because just in case it was packing harpoons or something else that could suddenly burst fire at me. Now, this Omen is not going to break this Shrike, so I'm actually going to order my fighters over there. And because Shrikes have quite narrow shields, they don't do particularly well against fighters. Alright, and we'll just make this very asymmetric. There we go. Just a little bit more EMP to get its engines out. I'll fire torpedo. There we go. And yeah. There we go. Now wolves, I feel bad for wolves. Wolves cannot deal with fighters. They are some of the worst ships in the game for dealing with fighters. Even other low-tier frigates, like Lashers, that only have front shields, they have a lot better close-in DPS, so they can actually deal with the fighters a little bit. But basically, any fighter that's fast enough to catch a wolf, which is to say any interceptor, is just going to tear it apart. It's not going to survive. There's one, there's two. So my Falcon's actually doing really, really well in this fight. Just couldn't really get through the heavy shields and deal with those frigates. Alright. I actually want you to get the hell out of here, because that is a potential bad point. There's a little bit of a swarm going on here. I think it's good now, because my own light cruiser just showed up. Okay, enemies defeated. Good. Get the fighter strike going. There we go. Heavy Needler's getting the job done against very, very light hull. If I had an ideal weapon loadout... I might use something instead of these wing torpedoes. I might want some sabos in my wing slots. Or I could do sabo pods and reapers. And really just lean into the missile angle. Okay, nothing I really want. We'll pick up all the crap. Okay, so there is a nice illustration of the difference in power between a remnant fleet and a pirate fleet, in that that was a easy fight, even though it had more ships, more frigates, more destroyers, more everything than the remnants. Remnants are just really tough. Okay, that looks like the other bounty fleet, because it was orbiting a barren world. Ah, this is another really good planet. Okay, well, at least its resources aren't as great, even though it does have extensive ruins. And that got me the Magellan Core Blueprint package. So I have not had a chance to look at their stuff yet. I promised that I'd go in my going online. So after I do this exploration, I'm going to their system. But here we go. Here is the Magellan package. PD Mazer, sure. Hurricane Merv. Okay. And because I'm a glutton for punishment, let me sneak and see what this fleet really is. Oh, it doesn't actually have so many destroyers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 destroyers plus 2 Buffalo Mark IIs. Oh, let's just try it. No, really, like, Xanthilus, I agree. It is, like, usually I have to, like, look around for a long time to get good colonies, but I haven't even done thorough exploration. I had one mission, it's like, oh, okay, perfect Terran world, and then one bounty, oh, great jungle world. I am digging this music pack. This is a music pack compiled by DR, but I think most of the music is by Gwivern and maybe 1 or 2 other people. Anyway, I'm digging this music pack. I also wonder if these LRMs are effective versus pirate, but ineffective versus pirates. That was a really nice combo. That was the Heavy Blaster for armor cracking, and the Omen for EMP. Oops. Hello there. Don't you harass my... Ooh, and there's the Phase Lance. Alright, I'm just gonna let that get the kill. Okay, this is actually going really well so far. But here is the flood of enemy ships. I think... Let's see, what are you? You are a... Potnibus. I don't think I've seen one of these since the last time I played. Okay. We got some guns, got some... Okay, this is a light destroyer. Sounds good. That means that the heavy needlers, yes, completely fluxed it out. And there we go. So it actually had quite poor hull as well. Alright. And am I going to use some more torpedoes on these? I think I'm actually going to let that back off. It's backing off really fast, and I don't want to waste torpedoes with this many enemies. Okay, how are you? There we go. There's the overload. There's most of the kill. Nice. Okay, I am being pushed back, but my fleet is actually in a very nice arc. I think I need to get over here and reinforce this right side. If this Falcon and Atlas come down at the same time, that could be bad news. Ah, maybe I can just... Yes, I just used a Reaper to kill a frigate. I'm actually very proud of that. That was a lot of fun. You come with me and help me destroy this. Let's get rid of that. And we'll set up a new defend back here. We'll just fall back. Fall back away from the capital. Even if it's a minor capital, I still don't want to tangle with it. Alright. Ah, it shot it down with its main gun. That is... Oh god. That was a little bit unlucky for my Reaper there. Now, this does have hurricanes, and one of them did just shatter my armor. So I want to be a little bit careful. I might need to take care of that, as it were. But maybe I should take out this Falcon P first. Oh god, Omen, keep your shield up when there's missiles inbound. Ah, don't scare me like that. Alright, this thing... Oh, this is one of these, it has a retro drive. Alright, well that's not going to go anywhere. I'm going to cancel that order. SRA, this is the... Indeed. SRA have this retro drive thing. It's actually pretty brilliant. It backs them up really fast, and it makes them pretty perfect for this kind of situation. Okay, so my own heavy needlers are gonna raise this thing's flux. And... not gonna get the kill. Unfortunately. I got one Reaper in, but then the other one went for overload. Because I need a... I want to vent, but I'm actually not gonna vent, because I think I have these... What are those? These are... armored mining drones. Okay, so those aren't as dangerous as I thought. But there was some pretty nasty spike damage craft attacking me. Now, however, I want you two to kill that mule that is threatening my main line, or this drover. And I'll come over and I'll help with my kinetics. Good. Now it's disabled from the EMP. I think my ships can handle it by themselves. I'm actually going to back off. Yeah, there they go. They actually took down that mule very, very cleanly. Okay, there's the overload. I'm not going to pursue it real hard, though. Cool. Okay, I think these two are actually handling this quite nicely themselves as well. Everything so far is going pretty good. I want this to engage here, but if I give it an eliminate... You know, I'm just going to try giving it an eliminate order. And I'll see if it gets murderated by something. Let's see. This has Devastators on the front, so I'm actually not going to launch my torpedoes, because they won't hit. Maybe I could time it. Let's see. It just fired its... Yeah, just fired its Devastators. I just got the overload, not the kill. But I think this is actually working. Yay! Your Hellbore is doing what it's supposed to do. Yay! Also, this ship nearly killed their own kite. That's kind of funny. Okay, I was actually really worried about this fight, but it just shows that the difference between pirates and remnants, which is a stupid thing to say, because remnants are like the boss faction. But it really is a massive difference. Now here is where heavy needlers don't shine. Is taking care of hull. Because the only guns I have for dealing with hull is nothing, really, I guess? Okay, it'll take down a Shrike at point... not a Shrike. It'll take down a kite at point-blank range. That's better than nothing. Now, when these cruisers are working together, they have a good weapon combo. It's just really when they're alone that things don't work out. Is this ship with the retro drive finally going to die? Yes, it finally started to die. And I will let that ship go. Alright, well that... I'm glad I do these. So many ships retreated. You know what? Second in command. In your hound. Alright, you got nothing. Let's see, is there any of this I want? This is an armed freighter, but it has increased maintenance, so I don't really want that on a freighter. This is this attack destroyer that I took down rather quickly. Performance are going to compromise hull. Yeah, I'll pick this one up. I'll give this one a shot. See how that one is. Ooh. This is the Ultra Auto Cunning from Tiangdong. 1100 range with 450 DPS. Okay. That is really high. But then again, it's pretty low damage per shot. Pretty bad efficiency, but not as bad efficiency as HVDs. Interesting. I'll have to give this weapon a try and see how it is. It looks like, from my guessing, looking at it, I think this is a very good long-range anti-shield gun that doesn't have the secondary anti-armor and anti-hull capabilities that an HVD or a Gauss cannon would. That's my looking at the weapon stats without ever firing it analysis, and that's always a really great way to do things. Okay, you go away. You're stopping me from salvaging. Okay. That expected. I'm kind of cheating, I guess, because I keep redoing fights that I lose. I just think it's more fun this way. I play hardcore games sometimes, and sometimes I do well, sometimes I really get my butt kicked. I'm gonna hold out for the armor mod, if I can get it. So I'm not gonna take evasive action. We'll take target analysis, though. Alright, you get more impact, get more shields. Very nice. That is a good one. Now how about you? What do I want to put on this ship? It has the coveted... no, it doesn't have any medium energy. It just has a medium ballistic. It's not ideal. It's got some small ballistic hardpoints that I can put railguns in. Once I get back to my colony, I can put railguns in. Small energies are not really worth much beyond point defense. This PD Mazer is a Magellan weapon. Useless against shields or armor, the burst of intense microwaves destroy incoming missiles at surprisingly low flux. Oh yeah, it's like a frag burst. It's like a frag burst PD. Sure, we'll throw that on. That's fun. There's a mining laser. Ugh. Ugh. Expanded missile racks for a single small thing. I tut at your choices, game. And sure, we'll just throw in this electron. No, we don't really have the OP for it. Instead, am I just gonna load this thing up with another piece of point defense? Nah, I'm just gonna leave it like this. This is fine. Not great, but once I get back to a proper shipyard, I can give it a proper loadout. Okay, well that was a nice bit of reloading there, in terms of getting more stuff. Now, I do think it's time for me to branch out a bit in skills. Well, okay, I'll take the missile skill because I'm flying a Falcon P, and some things are just worth it. Am I really just going all in on combat? You know, I'm not sure I've ever gone all, like, 100% all in on combat. I'm gonna go 100% all in on combat. I haven't done that in a long time. Okay, now I am gonna go over to the comm relay and reactivate it, and... Oop, no. And that'll be able to tell me if there are any bounties out here that I can just keep on chaining to. Although, this far from the core worlds, I do need to be careful of those redacted fleets. I was fighting them on purpose that one time. After I dodged them, I moved to fight and then lost. Many times lost. But they can also just kind of kill you. Okay, I got 2 new bounties from activating that relay. Oh god, one of them is right next to my homeworld. I better kill this thing before it launches a raid at me. And the other one was... okay, way far away. So I need to kill this pirate base. And I need to get up to, I need to kill the pirate base, and I'm gonna get up to comm to look at the Magellan ships. Oh, I suppose I could actually look at them in my blueprints now, couldn't I? Interesting. So these are the ships that I've unlocked with that... Oh, look at that. I can see the DME influence on the design. So this is a cruiser, a solid, unimaginative line cruiser. You're so self-effacing, Soren. What it lacks in offensive firepower, it makes up for in sheer, stubborn ability to take punishment. Ballistic accelerator system activates a supercharged accelerator system, increasing the speed, range, and rate of fire of all ballistic weapons. Cool. Alright. It has 10,000 hull and 1375 armor. I see it. Armored weapon mounts is built in. So that puts it a little bit less than a Dominator in terms of armor hit points. However, I note that it has a 180 Omni shield with 0.8 efficiency, which means that it's kind of midline shields plus low-tech armor. Dissipation is pretty good. Let's see. Medium hybrid, medium composite, universals, ballistics. Okay. And it has 4 built-in linked flak cannons. Ah, I want to give this thing a try. That looks like a very solid cruiser. And 60 speed, 155 ordnance points. Wow, that's really good. Do I have an eagle? I want to check the eagle in the codex real fast. I hope you don't mind that I'm just like looking at a ship here, but I haven't actually played with these things yet. I could look at them in the codex, but that's no fun. So it's a little faster than an eagle, but it doesn't have maneuvering jets. That kind of cancels. So it's similar to an eagle, same OP as an eagle, slightly better flux stats, an omni instead of a front, moderately better hull stuff, more ballistics instead of energy, and a little bit more supplies. What's its fuel like? Because it's kind of looking like a heavy cruiser. Free fuel. Okay. I'm gonna have to give this thing a shot. It looks really fun, at the very least. And I think it also depends on the weapon arcs. If it can concentrate all its weapons together, you know, that's very different from if it has, like, broadside or rear-facing mounts. Okay, now is there anything else really out here for me? Not really. I mean, I've done the bounties that are out here, except for the... Okay, they really have done all the bounties in this. The other ones have expired. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to Hull and then take out that pirate base. Speaking of Hull, is it done building farming? No, 36 days left. Okay. Ooh. Okay, you're just and there's a Ludic Path base that was posted that's up here. But Ludic Path bases typically are battle stations, and my fleet cannot take a battle station. Okay. I had a sensor ping there. Yeah, it's just a wayfarer. I want to see what this... If this had a jungle world, let's see if there's anything else out here. Okay, it's just a gas giant and a baron, but... Nothing on the sensor ping. I'm not going to explore. Lots of reloading for maximum fun. Now, Mangadusa is the one with the medium remnants. And those were a little more reasonable than those fleets I was fighting. But, I don't know if I want to hunt... Oop, got a ping out there, remnants. That's way more powerful than me. And it's coming after me, but I think I can sustain burn and get away from it. So I guess I'm just not going to explore... I got interdicted. Oh, that was actually a pretty nice one. Okay, so this is another medium danger system. Looks like this is kind of a good farming area. Suppose I could. I don't know. Did I ever finish? Okay, I never even recovered the orbital habitat here in Mangadusa. But I think I will not fight remnants right now unless I get a really easy target. So I think it's time for me to go back to World Mill. Drop off my weapons and then go knock off that pirate base that might threaten it soon. And also make some money. I also now have a decent amount of money. I'm going to try to buy some ships. Because I'm operating on a lot of D-mods. Oh, hey, cool. Where are those? Okay, there's a couple of them out here. Don't really want to take a multi-cruiser fleet with my current D-mod scrapyard. It's actually, I think it's time for me to downgrade my fleet. As weird as that might sound. It's time to clean this up, get rid of these D-mods, and have fewer, more powerful ships. And the funny thing is, originally when I was here, I was thinking I'd colonize Old James. Which which is, you know, it's actually not the worst idea. I should at some point scan the rest of these worlds and just see if there's anything really special on them. Hey, there's the storyteller. Ooh, interesting. So apparently, there is a completely pristine Elysium P that are in a wanted fleet. They're in the Ishkur star system. Okay, so they're in Ishkur. I think this is that fleet that had the 3 cruisers that I didn't want to tangle with quite yet. Drugs and organs, drugs and organs. Get in the stockpile. But it's always good to know where stuff is. Let's see. Now, I believe I actually might pick some of this back up. In particular, I think 2 of these I'm going to be selling. And yeah, no more AI cores. Okay, now I am going to try out this cool Ultra Cannon. Let's see what this Ultra Cannon can do. I'm kind of excited. 1100 range, 450 DPS is good stats, even though its flux efficiency is quite low. I think this is going to be best paired with a heavy mortar. Not heavy mortar, heavy mauler. The 1000 range ballistic. But it looks like I don't have any of those in this fleet. That's a pity. That's the correct weapon to complete this loadout. Instead, this is going to get... I'm just going to get a heavy mortar, which is a questionable decision. Let's see what this does against... Let's something reasonable to test this against. Let's throw it up against a falcon. I mean, the ship does have accelerated ammo feeder. It really should be able to do extreme damage to the enemy. Okay, that is brutal. That is just brutal. Wow. I mean, it has no HE counterpart, so it can't really... This particular ship can't really capitalize, but this weapon is overpowered. I'm not sure what else to say. It's just... Let's just do a side-by-side stat comparison here. Let's see if I can... Can I do side-by-side with the... No, I don't think I can, unfortunately. But let's just do one and then the other. So comparing it to a Mark 9... Mark 9 is not the best weapon, but it's not bad. It has 200 more range, so it's going from 1100 to 900, and 1100 is longer the range than everything except the Gauss cannon. So it's really, really good. Yeah, it has 1100 range. It has 450 DPS instead of 350 DPS. It has lower shot size. It has 120 shot size instead of 200 shot size. That's going to impact its anti-hull and armor DPS a little bit, so that is something to take into account. And its efficiency is slightly worse, but not that much worse. It's 1.2 instead of 1.15. So honestly, there is 5 OP difference, which is fair, you know, but for this much better of a gun, I think those 5 OP would be reasonable if this was 1000 range, not 1100 range. It is also apparently a very accurate gun, which I wasn't expecting there. I wonder if that's the officer. Let me actually take that officer off to get rid of any recoil reduction. And let me just take a look here. With no officer, it has some recoil. It does. And if you look, you know, it takes a while to get up there, But at the extreme range of the recoil... Alright, now let's compare that to a Mark 9, holding down the trigger. Perhaps I'm about to be proved completely wrong. It looks to be... actually about a similar spread. I take it back. It's a similar spread. Although I note that it's a similar spread at 900 range instead of 1100 range. So... yeah. This is a very good weapon. I can see why it is an ultra autocannon. Now I just wish I had a long-range HE to complement it, because now this is a very unbalanced loadout. Yeah, that's okay. For such a powerful gun, I'm willing to accept that. Kind of okay with these weapon loadouts so far. They've been working acceptably. Oh god, that's so little hull. This thing will just die to a breeze without the reinforced bulkhead. I'm taking the reinforced bulkhead for the hull points, not for the not for the recovery. Okay, this is a pretty low power ship, but I'm just gonna leave it as is. It's good enough. Okay, now I am gonna get a way station lined up. Oh, medical center. Oh, interesting. Cool. This must be a Shadow Yards thing, I think. Population growth, +6. Is this an industry? No, it's a structure. Huh, well, that's nice. Alright, I'm going to build a way station after this farming is done, because I really like having fuel and supplies available to me. Alright. You get your officer back. And I'm going to go kill that pirate station. Oh, there's another pirate station bounty. Cool. Where's the other one? Hey, I'm going up there anyway. At the end of the stream, I'm going up there to, let's see, that's Gamma Orthos, which was the Beta Athos? It was right up here. Cool, so I can go say hi to Magellan, and then kill that one. Alright. Away we go! And I can finally do this exploration that I was, failing to do. I am digging this music. I really am. I think what I might do, I might take the proceeds. Hey, you're a fleet that I can kill. Very nice. How much do I want to deploy is the question. I want to level up my officers, so I'm going to deploy my officers. So this is an over-deploy, but that's okay. Ooh, they have ECCM, or ECM. I'm going to have to sink 1 point into the tech tree. 2 points including the aptitude to deal with that. Hey, so those long-range missiles actually got some hits in there. Ah, 2 misses. 3 misses! Damn, this thing is really dodgy. And also, my aim is terrible. Well, that was an embarrassing thing, but luckily, no one saw me do it. Ah, the joys of playing by your... Oh, wait. Let's see, on this side, I'm just going to give this thing an order to get over there. Looks like my heavy needlers are going to finish this off. Ooh, gotta be careful of those sabos. There we go. Very nice. Nasty little bugger, aren't you? There we go. I'm actually gonna put autopilot. I want to see what this does. I want to give. Yeah, I just wanna watch this thing. Why isn't it shooting? What does it do? Oh my god. It was shooting at a... Alright, I can get rid of that retreat order. It was shooting at a fighter. Maybe that's actually... Maybe I need to install advanced turret gyros on this thing. Maybe that's what this ship needs to make it good, is advanced turret gyros. So when it goes looking in the wrong direction, it gets the kill. Wow, that's a really good gun. That is a really good gun. Okay. So, grossly over-deploying against the remnants, I have managed to beat them without getting my butt kicked. Yay! Yay! Broadswords are doing nicely. A little bit of LRM support from the muscle LRMs. They're not really doing much, but I think they actually got the kill there at the end. What I like about the muscles is that they travel really quick, and they break up into a fairly, Wow, that's a lot of credits. This is 180,000 credits from this fight. That was bigger than most bounty fleets. And a spark. That was, supremely profitable. That fight right there. Wow. Great. Okay, I'm just gonna go full combat. It's not practical. It's fun. Okay, combat endurance is great. And this is my carrier. So really, these skills don't matter too much, but I'm gonna go into impact mitigation just to hopefully try to keep it alive a little better. Interesting. So this is a single jump point, no planet system. Am I in the wrong place? Nope. Nope. There's that. I'm gonna save real quick. That was extremely lucrative. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to take control of these things. And I'm going to see if I can see... Okay, the fleet came on this vector. So probably the station is down that way. Yeah, there we go. Okay. That was actually easier than I feared. Company Colonial Expedition! So this is a Vera sector in that Grimworld Venture is setting up a colony way down here. Now this is just great for me. I hope that they thrive and give me a refueling position and a new market to sell to. Okay, there's a mercenary officer here, but I can't hire anyone. Oh, and they're reckless. Reckless carrier officer, no less. What do? You do nothing. Okay. Hey, look, it's the Red Planet. Red Planet quest out in a pirate. You know, I gotta say, I'm about to kill the quest giver. Wart wart. Wart wart. Now let's see, is there anything particularly interesting? Oh yeah, there's some heavy maulers. I'm actually gonna take all three of those. And, yeah, we're just gonna get that on there. Leaves my right side a little bit point defense starved, but you know what? This is now a right proper long-ranged gun platform. So let me just, now that I finally have the correct weapon for it, let me just show off what that does to the Falcon. Hopefully I won't be eating my words here in just a second. So there goes that very powerful, very long-range kinetic. Breaks the shields down really quickly, and the heavy mauler breaks the armor right after. Now the Falcon did get out of the way, because it's a fast light cruiser, but it just cannot keep its shields up when the ship is anywhere nearby. Alright, let me put this up against an eagle. Eagles are slower. Hopefully it can't get away. And that'll let me get a little bit of a better impression of what's going on here. That's brutal. My ship needs to stop backing off, but that's okay. So this is no ammo feeder and ammo feeder. So you can see that the LRMs are actually getting an occasional shot in, which is really good. Okay, is this eagle just barely staying out of range? No, for some reason this ship is failing to close in even with an eliminate order. There we go, now we're actually in range. And I'm just going to hold down the W key. This is now a very good long-range gun cruiser. Very nice. Cool. Okay, I want to buy some supplies. They're cheap. And... nah, not that cheap. This is good enough for me. Cool, let's blow them up. Now this is a single module orbital station with a hangar module. Ah, that's pretty weak sauce. Yeah, just give me some fighter cover. Of course, if this murders me, I'm going to be very embarrassed, but that's okay. We snark at the AI and then we lose. Now, what do we got for fighters? Those look like those heavy blaster bombers that fire off a single pulse. Yes, there they go. Those are actually reasonably powerful. They're not, like, hugely powerful, but those can crack armor. Okay, I'm in range. Firing off my needlers. You know, I don't need to conserve torpedoes. No reason for me to conserve torpedoes. I should just kill this thing. And there it goes. My own bombers should get the... Yeah, here come these Atropos. I might have mistimed that. Is it going to get its shield up? Nah, it's fine. I should have actually waited like 5 more seconds for my Atropos strike. So that it could have been 1, 2, 3, 4, overload, and then immediately the bombers. Well, that was really... The single module ones are really easy. Okay, and hopefully that'll, Oh hey, I got a reputation change. Ah, it's growing to trust me. You shouldn't trust me. It's not a good idea to trust me. I am going to get you blown up. I am a reckless pilot. Okay, now do I have... Okay, I'm just gonna do these 2 systems and then I'm gonna head up. Da-da-da. Any of my officers level up? Hey, you did. Cool. We'll get you another combat endurance. And... what would be good? Evasive action is actually not terrible, especially for... Like if I turn this into a Legion pilot. I think we'll wait, though. We'll hold off. Oh, there goes the farming. That gets this up to 20,000 a month, which is really nice. Let's see if this is a... Okay, that's the distress call, isn't it? I mean, I want to look at this system, but I don't want to fight 3 huge pirate fleets, so I guess I'm not going to do it. That's a little bit annoying. Fine, whatever. I'll come back and look later. Okay, I don't see anything on sensors. And it looks like this raid... Ah, darn. It's coming from all the way... It is coming from this one, which I want to do. Maybe if I rush over there, I can kill it before it leaves. Because I was going to go over here anyway. Alright. And I do... Oh shit, I don't have the fuel. Alright, so I'll have to do a quick stop in... I am going to stop extremely quickly at Hybrasil. I don't really care if that raid succeeds either. It's the first raid. Like, it's a setback, but it's not a major one. And it's far more important to me to do what I said I'd do and get up and see Magellan. And when you kill the base, the raids from that particular location will stop. Okay. Drop down to Lada. Go to Aku Breath. And I want to talk to the station commander because I have some money to get. 270,000. Nice. And we'll just sell these off. Hooray for Freeport. And we want to fill up on fuel. I think nothing new on the market. It's a pristine Shrike, but I'm saving up my money. Ooh, there's a Thresher. There's a Hammerhead. But I'm kind of saving up my money so that I can buy some ships from Magellan. But I'm gonna get a new Omen. Why would you not get an Omen if you could? I suppose that one will get a Salamander because I don't have any muscles right now. So there's the hardened subsystems, there's the reinforced bulkheads, and that's just enough to max out the flux stats. There we go. Yeah, I'm tempted to buy that Hammerhead, but no, I'm saving up for Magellan ships. No rare tongue twister. No real rare weapons. Real rare weapons. Okay, my fuel's good, my supplies are good. I'm gonna sell those off, because I don't use pylons. And away we go! Up to whichever system this is. Gamma Athos. And now I have the fuel to do this. More combat skills. I'm taking so many combat skills to the point where it's starting to hurt me, because I don't have any ECM, I don't have any leadership, I don't have any navigation, but once I buy a gunship, you shall all see. You thought I was crazy, but are you laughing now? You'll probably be laughing. It's okay. Now let's see, I am 9 days away from that system, and they're currently traveling. I'm actually going to cut straight north, and maybe I can catch them on their route. It's kind of a unlikely. I probably already missed them. You never know. A little bit further. Okay, I'm on the route. So I might be too slow. But if I'm lucky, I can catch the fleets on the way. Let's see, there's the Magellan ship. Cool, so there's the Magellan fleet. First one I've seen this game, despite it being 2 hours into episode 2. I don't think so. I think I've missed that pirate fleet. Oh, no, what are you? Ah, this is the raid. This is the raid. Um... Okay, this is going to be a ridiculous frigate slog, but I've done it. I've intercepted the raid. Full deploy, go. We are going to... Actually are going to assault the sensor jammer. Well, that was pretty fortuitous. Or, you know, I actually did something correctly for once. Now, I'm kind of relying on my omens and shrikes here, but omens and shrikes are good at killing frigates. It's kind of their thing. Okay, but I do want to wait for my carriers to catch up before doing anything drastic. Hey, hello, SO mule with an officer. You're fun. You're probably not going to survive. Okay, that's some damage. Oops. That was unnecessary hull damage. It wasn't very much hull damage, but there's no reason for me to take that. Just kind of dancing at the moment. Alright, it's time to turn off this defend order. And get a fighter strike on the Afflictor. There we go. It's a little too fast with that, that safety overrides. If I'd been a little bit more decisive, I could have fired off a second torpedo. Ah, that was stupid of me. That was a waste. Shouldn't have done that. What are you two up to? They're kind of being a bit weird. Let's give them search and destroy orders. Maybe that'll make it just a little bit more aggressive. Alright, I'm gonna vent. That was a poor vent. There we go. That was a good vent. Let's see, my Shrikes have got that under control. They might not get the kill, simply because that SO ship is so fast, but they got it. This is going nicely, nicely, nicely. These omens are just slowly chewing through the unshielded ships. I need to break some destroyers. There we go. This is really silly. Screw it. That's right. I'm gonna lob a torpedo in your general direction and then miss. Ha ha ha, look how devastatingly powerful I am. There we go. This is a quite weak fleet. I mean, it is what it is. Let's see, the Afflictor is ticking down. Looks like my Omen is handling it. That's good. Chengdu is down. That's good. We just got a 1-2 EMP combo. Hey, my Hound's taking some damage. You can just get out of here. You've done your job. This SO. Damn, that mule is really doing well. Alright, you are my new target. Ooh, that was a good timed overload. There we go. Ah, good. They did get the kill up there. I think the Afflictor is probably going to die from just fighters. So really, the only thing left is... Is that a Shepherd? It is a Shepherd. That's wonderful. I kind of feel like I want to let the Shepherd live. We'll let the Shepherd live. But I do want to kill those ships. Because if you don't... I think in order to stop a raid, you need to kill a certain percentage of its deployment points. I don't want any of this. Okay. Yes, the raid has failed. Good. So I did manage to intercept the raid. And let's see the battle report. Some good, some bad. Cool, cool, cool. All right. Very nice. Very nice indeed. So that saves my colony, which is good. Am I really just going to keep going into combat? Yes. More combat skills. Don't care if they're bad. Now, that is just going to keep launching raids at me until it's dead. So I'm going to go kill that pirate base. Kind of a long way away from everything, isn't it? Are there any bounties in this region of space? It's actually a fairly reasonable one. I think there's that Elysium P that I saw. But let's see, the only planet here is an irradiated world. That's a sensor array. Where is your colony? Well, I saw those returning ships heading in this direction, so I suppose it's over here. Oh wow, that's a lot of ships. I'll check this out later. What do we got? There we go. One module. Anything interesting for sale on the black market here? There's some HVDs. I'm just going to scoop up those HVDs. You never know when you need more of those. I am going to buy a little bit of fuel because I'm not exactly sure if Magellan will sell to me. I hope Magellan will sell to me, but I have no evidence to support that position. Okay. I will not listen to this storyteller. I will blow it up. Now this is, again, a hangar module, but it does have a little bit of support. There we go. I'll deploy the light cruiser, who now is pretty powerful. That is a lot of DPS. Not really anything else to say other than that. It's a lot of DPS. Okay. Ooh, actually, that hound is the most dangerous thing on the field right now. Notice this thing is actually not... You know what? I'm actually going to back off. I might be in a bad situation if I don't back off. Overconfidence will murder the hell out of me. And I want you to kill the Enforcer. Ah, good. Hound's dead. There we go. And sure, I'm not conserving ammunition here. Ooh. Sure, I mean, if you're just going to give me a an overloading station right in front of me. I will fire Reapers into the overloading station. Let's see. Got a couple little fighters being angry at me. Ah, claws are good. Claws are real good. Alright, let's just get in range. There you go. Yep, that was really clean. No thanks, I'm looking for good ships. Tons of fuel and supplies. Alright, 2 levels, nice. I do think Ruthless Sector overestimates the power of stations, or at least of these very bad pirate one tier stations. Now this is one of these, damage control is one of those skills where it's really only the level 3 skill. But you know what? We're just going to do it. We're going to do full combat. Alright. Good enough for jazz. Now let us finally, 2 hours into this stream, go check out Magellan Homeworld. Let's see if there's anything fun scripted here. Anything unique. Let's see, and there's some pirate activity going on. Hopefully that will, oh, it's even cutting down my way station, alright. Hopefully taking out that station will fix that. But in the meantime, after the way station is done, I would actually like a patrol headquarters. Or should I just build an orbital station? I'll decide later. I got a little time. And away we go. Let's see, a minor remnant fleet. Yeah, I'll actually take that fight. Kind of over deploying because I have lots of supplies and I don't want to have a nasty surprise when all of a sudden I forget how powerful remnants are and then they murder me. Okay, this thing has a nasty loadout. It's got sabots and torpedoes. Ugh, I only got 1 hit on that barrage. Poor piloting. Let's see, can I safely vent? I actually don't think I can. Now I can. Good. We're gonna get rid of this defend order. It's no longer needed. Instead, we're just gonna tell that to get in there. Okay, there we go. You're not firing at the right target. You're really, really in range, and you're just not firing at the right target. Okay, so that ship needs the faster weapon mounts. That's what this ship needs to be better. That's always fun. And I'm gonna lose one of my strikes. Yeah. I said I was being overconfident, didn't I? surprised that didn't get a kill there. Oh, it's level 14 officer. So you see how entire bursts of Heavy Needler are doing basically 0 hull and armor damage? That's the effect of the impact mitigation skills. If you have impact mitigation, you basically are immune to kinetics. If you have impact and advanced countermeasures, you are... I think you can take a Gauss cannon shot, which is a 750 damage projectile. I think it does 13 damage to armor, something like that. It's really extreme. Really extreme, the impact of the skills have on armor especially. I actually think that's something that people are missing out on when they play with Paragons, is that they do a lot of testing unskilled. And they go, oh, well, Paragons are the strongest ship, and they are the strongest ship. But Paragons benefit relatively little from combat skills. I mean, they get the offense skills, but Onslaughts benefit a whole lot more. There we go. So that was a little unfortunate. I lost a Shrike, and it picked up a whole bunch more D-mods. Gugh. But I didn't lose it for good. And I got ITU. And you know what? It's worth getting a few more D-mods to get ITU. That was a success. Cool. I'm actually really happy with that. 4 notable reputation changes. Oh no. Oh no, its rating went down. Oh, but my Elysium P got fuel efficient. Oh, that's nice. Level up there, you'll get defensive systems, and get gunnery implants. Very nice. Okay, I still have 1 more point. Now the question is, if I take Combat Endurance 3, then I'm stuck with whatever 2 choices I get. But yes, I really am kind of holding out, and we'll see what the roulette gives me for my last 2 skills. Good impact mitigation. I want more offense here, but I'll accept evasive action. Impact mitigation is fantastic. Alright, there we go. And we'll give the officer back on. Oh, this thing is beat to hell. It is a legendary ship, though, which is why I had reinforced bulkheads on there in the first place. I might actually restore this ship because it's legendary, which is fun. It's a neat interaction. Oh, Magellan. So close. So close I can finally smell your sweet, sweet content. That kind of sounded dirty. I apologize for that. I didn't... Yeah, that was not so good. Not so good. Wow. This is a massive system. The system is enormous. Okay, well, let me just turn on my transponder, and I'll drop down to Magellan. God, look at the size of this thing. That's no moon. And there we've done it. Completed combat tree for great over-specialization. Okay, so here we have the Magellan system of comm. I see it has a nav buoy, got a whole bunch of planets. There's an ice giant out here. Cool, there's a size 8 military world. So let me just load this up, because I read this on the first stream, but I haven't read it this time yet. The lore for the Magellans is that they are a militaristic closed society founded before the recorded settlement of the Persian sector by a fleet of refugees from rebellion against the domain of man. Harried by domain drone weaponry and trapped in their aging early model spore ships, the fleet that would become the Magellan Protectorate developed a rigid and brutal caste system that persists to the present. Suspicious of outsiders and equipped with a unique technological heritage based on long obsolescent domain hardware, the Magellan Protectorate has held its own against the rest of the sector's inhabitants so far. So they have been here for a long time, which explains why they have a size 8 world. Oh, cool, they have a water world too. But let's go over here and see what we have. Let me just see where... Okay, it's way the hell down there. No thanks. Here we go. I don't know if these are unique names or not. They might be... I'm not sure. I'm not sure if these are unique names. There's a concerned woman. It's a long way away. But it does get me back to the core worlds. I might actually take this mission when I leave. Oh my goodness, there's a condor in a Persian League fast ticket. Okay, so on the open market, there's a couple of these Kreshovs for sale, but they're pretty beat up, which is not surprising. It's open market. I really want to take a look at the mounts on one of these things. Okay, we have a graph for sale. I'm going to buy this. What is this? A simple, stolid brick of a ship designed for nothing so much as outright brawling at short to medium ranges. More versatile slots than typical domain standard design. Okay, so again, it has armored weapon mounts built in. 5,000 hull integrity, 825 armor. So this is Enforcer grade armor. Unfortunately, it has an Enforcer grade hull, or shield. Ew. Yuck. 1.2. Flux is nothing to write home about. 9 supplies, 3 fuel. This looks like an Enforcer parallel ship. That's what I'm getting out of this. Torch drive. Okay, that looks a lot like burn drive. So this looks like an Enforcer, which is fine. It's a lot like an Enforcer. In fact, there's an Enforcer right next to it to compare. Slightly better flux stats. Same top speed, very similar system, very different weapon loadout. That'll be interesting to look at. Little better armor. Same OP, but built-in armored weapon mounts. Okay, let's take a look at the mounts on this thing. It's a pity there's not more ships for sale. So this is the sprite. It is very similar to DME in terms of its shading style. So we have these clean edges, kind of sloped armor. We have interesting, pretty eclectic loadout or mount system here. Got some small ballistics and some medium ballistics with good arcs. Yeah, I like these arcs. These are forward converging. We have a medium composite, which could be a third ballistic, but I'll tell you right now, it's going to be a missile. Because unless this is turned into an SO ship, which you could turn this into an SO ship, it looks like, then you're not going to have the flux on 240 base dissipation to fire 3 medium ballistics. Okay. Now, unfortunately, I don't have all my guns with me, but I think I can do a decent load out of this. How do I want to play this? I have more heavy needlers. You could do 2 heavy needlers and 2 things there. 2 HVDs is not bad. It's really not. Let's see. This is a Magellan. Maybe I should use. I'm gonna try to use a Magellan Weapons if I can. What Magellan Weapons are for sale? There's a Beehive Cannon. Large caliber smoothbore cannon firing a high velocity explosive round for piercing thick armor and long range. Okay, so this is a 1,000 range, 250 damage, 125 damage per second. This is a heavy mauler, right? 1,000 range, 200 damage. This is 200, 133. This thing is 250, 125. 1.2 efficiency versus 1.13. Okay, so it's a slightly more specialized armor cracker than a heavy mauler. Alright, yeah, that's nice. The rotary autocannon, that's the Tiangdong. That's the kind of short-range, high DPS medium. Here's the Beehive Cannon. I see a I see a naming convention here, Beehive and Beewolf. So this is large caliber smoothbore firing a blast of high explosive shells at medium range. Ah, interesting. So this has a listed damage of 400, but it splits into 150 damage cone projectile along with 50 damage submunitions. You know, I want to try this out just to see what it looks like. The flux for damage is really low, but I'm guessing that's because the damage list is not the actual damage it does. I'm guessing that the special fragmenting weapon effect is the true damage. That's my guess. You know, I don't know for sure. Now, is there a kinetic weapon here? No. There is this quad auto gun, which looks like, okay, ballistic, small ballistic. Alright, I just want to look at what the Beehive looks like. Oh, interesting. So it does have a primary... It does have a primary projectile. And it looks like it has no recoil on the primary projectile. Let me see if I can get a damage reading. Let's see, is there an unshielded ship I could actually hit? Yeah, there's a Buffalo Mark II. Okay. Let me see if that main projectile really is doing 400 damage. Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay. It's how much armor does one of these things have? Shoot, it only has 200 armor. Well, it completely stripped the armor on this thing. Damn. That's good. I mean, I'm firing at an unshielded ship. Let me throw on one of those and a heavy needler and some flux stats. And let me just put this up against an enforcer. And that'll give me a little bit of a better indication of what it can do against a more reasonable ship. Now this is interesting. So I just activated the torch drive. It's like burn drive, only not as fast. Actually, it might be. It's nearly as fast. And it allows for turning a little bit. That's actually a very versatile system. Okay, so I haven't actually landed that armor shot yet. Okay, I think that might have been it. That might have been the 200 armor damage. And 118 armor damage. But it's right, you know, it's right at the edge of the operational range, which means that it might be suffering from damage degradation. So I'm gonna need to burn in. Oh Jesus, I'm actually losing this fight. Ah! Alright, let me just do this one more time and not be a doofus about it. Throw on the point defense, get this better. What are you gonna be? What are you gonna be? Let's see, are there any Magellan torpedoes available? Launches brief standards. This is an anti-fighter. Okay. Fast light missiles with simple guidance. Okay, this looks like it's a 60 ammo, but low damage. Interesting. Oh, why don't I use this instead of Vulcans? Yeah, I'm going for Magellan build. Let me use their cleanse their close-in weapon system instead of Vulcans. Yeah. And do I see any? I don't really see any small Magellan missiles. And this is an anti-fighter missile. It has a little bit of a reload. That's kind of nice. Fragmentation warheads. Cool. Ripfire. Yeah, we'll try this thing. Ah, I like the little tube. I like the missile tubes. Now let's see. Are there any Magellan missiles for sale? There's a concussion. Ah, that's Tiangdong. I could do it anyway. Knocks back ships or asteroids. Oh, I don't like that. That's not a good sign at all. Well, we'll see how it is. I will throw integrated targeting unit on it because I have integrated targeting unit now. I'll throw a flux distributor on, and that's pretty good actually. And let's see what the AI makes of this. And I'm going to try to watch closely to see if the Beehive launcher's main projectile really does 400 damage. Because that's a lot. That's a lot for an HE gun in a mid-caliber. So the flensers are firing a little bit. Heavy needler, cool. So it looks like it did 149 damage on a hit, 120 damage on a hit. That's a little low for 400, so I don't believe that it really is 400. That's fine. That's good. It would be overpowered if it was 400. Ah, cool. It's got yellow venting. Now, how do these flensers do against rockets? Not great. The flensers appear to be burst point defense, which actually might be fairly good against things like torpedoes and harpoons. And considering it's HE, it'll probably actually be quite excellent against unshielded fighters. But it is quite unreliable compared to Vulcans. Just looking at it, it's unreliable compared to Vulcans. Okay, I'm gonna handle this manually a bit. Using the miracles of this torch drive. I like this torch drive. It's very flyable. You can kind of dodge shots on the way in, and then move to the side. Okay, those concussions actually they don't seem overpowered. Alright, I want to see how much DPS can these flensers do. So I'm actually going to turn off my main guns. Just leave the flensers on. Oops, that's just the Beehive. Okay, that's fine. Ah, I missed my chance. Missed my chance. Oops, and I overload. Great. That's what I get for not paying attention. The flensers did a good amount of hull damage. Like a really good amount of hull damage. 387. Interesting. Very interesting. Oh, it says in the description, 150 damage core projectile and 550 damage submunitions. Meh. That's what I get for not reading. It seems moderately effective. Moderately effective. Now, I really want a Magellan missile, but I don't think I'm going to get one. So we're just going to put on a torpedo launcher. Torpedo launchers can be nice. Now, I'd really love to, I need a little bit more kinetic. Because I've been fighting a lot of, screw it, we'll just use it. Sure, why not? This is going to be my loadout. Actually, I'm going to turn the back ones into Vulcans. I feel a little bad about it, but I need to protect my rear from salamanders. Okay, let's give that one more test. Let's throw it up against, let's just throw it up against a Condor and see how this handles fighters. It does have this, it does have one Ripfire SRM launcher, which will hopefully help dealing with the fighters, as it is designed to be an anti-fighter weapon system. Oh, hey! Those Flens point defense cannons just tore through a broadsword. Okay, their flares are gone. Oh yeah! They're pretty good. I mean, you can tell that when the Vulcans fire, even against hull, they're not really doing that much DPS against fighters, because the residual armor of the fighters significantly hampers dealing damage. But the Flens cannons, with their HE, is really quite good anti-fighter point defense. So it's not good anti-missile point defense because it's not consistent. They fire in bursts. But when it comes to killing... fighters, I really like these things. Also, the Beehive is actually pretty good against fighters too, just because it's a freaking space shotgun. Nice. There's our torpedo. You can tell that it's not really an anti-hull assault gun. It's not really built for that. But it does a pretty good job in stripping armor. These torpedoes are silly. They're all being taken on the shield, because of course they are. Sure, there we go. That was... You know what? I am perfectly happy with this ship. That was fun. Oh, we get to see those flenses in action again. And the Beehive in action again. Now how does it do against... Let's just throw it up against the bombers. Let's just see piranhas against it. They're down there. Yeah. And activate your front drive. Alright, there you go. So this is a Magellan Enforcer analog. Less medium ballistics. A little less missiles. It has a medium and a small instead of 3 smalls. More smalls and a better burn drive system. It's kind of how I'm looking at this ship. Go kill that. Oh, I haven't seen them activate their burn drive by themselves yet. What's going on? What's going on with this behavior right here? This isn't right. Uh-oh. It really... Is it going to activate its system? Oh no, is there a bug that stops the system from activating? That would be a real pity. Maybe it's just wary of the LRMs. Okay, I'm gonna have to try that again, because it does have an eliminate order. Let's see, I'm gonna give it full assault and eliminate. Alright, okay, it's got these bombers to deal with first, but... It really should be activating its burn drive. Wah wah. Well, that is a pity. That is a real pity on an otherwise really good ship. I will have to... I mean, on the other hand, I just activated the burn drive manually, and I got missiles in my face for my trouble. So maybe just the AI was doing a good job and I'm an idiot. That is always a possibility. Let's see. How much damage are these flenses going to do? Ooh, a lot. Oh no, but again, I burn drived at the wrong time. Haha, no worries. Torpedo. Okay, I like this ship. You are a new ship for me. You're going to be... What, Captain? Here, have this one. That's fun. Now, how much would it cost me to restore these ships? 60,000. You know what? I'm gonna do it, because it's legendary. And I like legendary ships. And how about you? You're just well known. Oh, plus 25% effects from lasting damage. Well, that's not very good at all. Unless you get restored. This is also very silly, by the way, restoring strikes. But I want to. Now, this ship can get an ITU, and I said that I was going to put on the... Where is it? Oh, I don't have it yet. Okay, well, I'll have to find that hull mod. I want the auxiliary turret gyros. How much would a restoration on this cost? Nah, no, that's a little expensive. 155,000. Might be worth it, though. Oh, misshapen turret gyros, so that's the reason. That's the reason why. Ah, you know what? I'm just gonna blow my money restoring. I don't care. I like this ship. Now, finally. Okay, so now that I've done that, I want to take a look at the turret speed. The turret traverse speed. Oh, it's so much better. So I think what was happening is it had a bad demod. Okay, ITU. I'm starting to outgrow this ship just a little bit. I want a gunship soon. So I'm actually not going to restore this. It's not worth it. I don't know about this ship yet. I'm going to leave it for now. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Although, that's not what I want. Salamanders. Salamanders are the correct weapon for condors. The reason salamanders are the correct weapon for condors is because you can do this. Yay, infinite ammo plus fast missile racks. And the AI will actually do that. It's absolutely the right way to go. Now, I think I do have one more spark. So I could trade out this ship for dual sparks, but these daggers have done me really well. They've done a lot of damage, so I'm actually not going to do that. Okay. Now, I kind of wish there were more Magellan ships for sale. Let me take a look at this Decker frigate. Tough and versatile, this frigate designed for all seasons, equipped with an afterburning propulsion pack, ideal for close pursuits and fleet picket duty. It has a 150 front shield. That's a Lasher analog, kind of. Missile. Okay, it's just a little frigate. I'm gonna pick one up and outfit it to take a look at a Magellan frigate. Okay, so these actually are forward converging. Oh, this looks a lot like the Rocinante from The Expanse, right? Like a very straight linear design, guns on the side but converging forward. Cool. Now it has a small universal and a small missile. I'm going to make those both missiles. Now what kind of missiles do I want to put on this? I could do these Tiangdong muscles. I do like them. I think they're good weapons. But I am looking to do Magellan stuff. I am going to do these... I'm going to do two different Ripfires. They're a little close in terms of sprite placement, but it works. Now let's see what's available. There's this salvo gun, which is medium range, high explosive, so 700 range. Ooh, very good flux efficiency, low damage per second. So it's a much better light boarder, but lots of ordnance points. And we have this quad auto gun. I mean, this looks just like a very reliable weapon. We'll see how its accuracy is, but 600 range, 150 DPS, 30x4. It looks like it's just a better light dual machine gun, because light dual machine guns have severe accuracy issues, as you can see by its very poor accuracy. Let us look at two quad auto guns on the front for kinetics, and two salvo guns in the rear. And I am going to throw a Vulcan on, just because it is the premier weapon for defending engines. Now that overfluxes the ship by quite a bit. This is a front shielded ship, so I'm actually going to throw on resistant flux conduits. And there we go. This is what I think will be a moderately effective Magellan frigate. Now let's see how it performs in a bit of combat. So let's throw it up against a... let's just throw it up against a Lasher. Now Lashers are not weak. Okay, so this thing has a little burst drive, impulse jets. That's cool. I do love the visual effects, with little flashes as it fires. You can see the rotary autocannons are firing. It's very cool. Very cool. It's also a pretty darn good weapon loadout. Now it looks like these missiles are... Oh, there we go, got some hits. You know, Harmful Mechanic was just mentioning this weapon in the forums today, these high explosive weapons. He was wondering whether they weren't balanced or not. just because they have range and accuracy and burst fire. It's very, very fast-firing missiles. It looks like they miss small targets sometimes. I like this frigate. I wonder how it does against fighters. That is one concern. Oop, and I have no forward point defense on it. That's a design flaw. Ah, darn. Yeah, there's no forward point defense. Ooh, I mean, I could take off one of the rip fires, but I mean, then it's a fixed mount point defense, which is actually not that great. I actually wasn't that impressed with the rip fires, to be perfectly honest. Let's try giving this thing crackers. Ah, cool. I love the defined missile bays. And it has one mount too few. That's a good design. That's good design. Now the low DPS on the salvo assault gun was noticeable. Like, I could tell that even when it was in a good position, it wasn't doing that much damage. So let's see, anything here that I could put in flensers, but they're very short range. Let me try doing a lag and a Vulcan, an asymmetric, an evil asymmetric loadout. Blah, blah, asymmetry. Let's see, anything else I want on this ship? There's a lot of things that could go on this ship. Throw an ITU on. It's a little kind of excessive. No, I don't want an ITU. I'm gonna throw on a flux distributor. Alright, let's see how this new loadout does against the same foe. So I've replaced the slightly longer range but low DPS high explosive weapon with just a bog standard light assault gun. And I've replaced the missiles with anti-fighter missiles. Kind of a tie in terms of Lasher versus this frigate, which is not a bad thing. Lashers are pretty capable in a stand-up fight against mid-tier frigates. I like these autocannons a lot. These are the Magellan. Basically, they're equivalent to the light dual autocannons. First of all, they're gorgeous with the rotary barrels. They have a really beautiful white flash, and they're working. You know, they're not overpowered. They don't have a huge. They're not like railguns plus, but they're a light assault gun that is more accurate, which is what the light assault gun needs, to be perfectly honest. Okay, so actually, you know, it's not really doing that much better with this light assault gun. I think it's because it's not getting into range. We'll put the salvo back on. And we're actually going to do one salvo and one flenser. Haha, so purely Magellan, except for the Vulcan in the back, because I really just think it needs a Vulcan. The flenser is not the right weapon for engine point defense. Okay, and we're going to try this against the other Lasher, which I think it might not be able to catch, because the other Lasher has built-in engine mods. But then again, this thing does have the impulse drive. Oh, look at it spin, trying to not get murdered by the salamanders. It's the right call. The AI is actually very good at dealing with salamanders. Okay, so it is pressuring, it's darting in. It is getting a couple hits with that assault gun. Not a huge amount. You can tell that the accuracy is actually fairly low. That could be due to sustained fire, but okay. Let's throw this up against a lesser target. Well, actually, no. Let's throw this up against those Talons. It's probably going to die against Talons. Frigates just don't do well. But it does have 2 anti-fighter missiles. And it has this Flenser. Oh boy. Oh, it's just getting murdered. It's a frigate. This is what happens to frigates when you fire interceptors at them. I mean, it's doing better than the Wolf would. That's for darn sure. It's actually survived. Okay. It's surviving kind of okay. It just got its engines partially knocked out. It's doing pretty well. It's doing pretty well against these Talons. Hopefully, it will have some fighter cover in a real fleet. I think the Flenser is proving itself as an anti-fighter point defense gun, and the burst nature of this weapon means that it's actually doing pretty well too. Okay, so it actually managed to destroy all the fighters and got the replacement rate of the Condor down to 59%. That's good for a frigate. Okay, I like this ship. I like this weird asymmetric loadout, as weird as it is. 2-to-1 kinetic to HE. Yeah, it's good. Now, are there any other Magellan ships of different types for sale? I mean, okay, so there's this Sung. What is a Sung? Asymmetric Pronged Cruiser. A new model combat cruiser showing a certain amount of promise as a fleet-level support ship and artillery platform. An unusual asymmetric hull holds a monstrous balefire missile installation, delivering heavy salvos at long range. Okay, so it has this balefire MRM. It has maneuvering jets. It's got a large ballistic. It's a little difficult to tell its stats just because it's... Oh, no, never mind. 950 armor, 8400 hull. That is reasonable for a medium support cruiser. It's a little tougher than something like a Griffin would be. 540 flux dissipation is actually a lot. Yeah, that's cool. You can probably mount a Gauss cannon on this thing. Alright, so Gauss cannon plus balefire. That might be the optimal loadout. Maybe. Who knows? Haven't flown it yet. Looks like a cool ship. And there are these Kreshovs that I've looked at before. Ah, there's a Johns. Somewhat undergunned for its size, but perfectly capable in a close frigate. Vager Destroyer Pog. Hi, Xenofy. Haven't seen you for a while. I'm not sure what Vager Destroyer Pog means. I think I have exposed my own ignorance. Okay, so this has the ballistic accelerator. Okay, so it's probably a Lasher analog. Looks fairly nice. I don't think I'm going to get it because it has so many demods. I am looking... Oh, I see. Right, Homeworld 2. I haven't played Homeworld in so long. You know, I know that Soren is a big fan of Homeworld. So it could very well be that they're like, oh, that looks cool. And they did it. I feel like such an internet noob for not knowing what POG meant. However, yes, it looks really cool. Maybe I'll just buy one of these. Let's see, this is burn 8, so this is gonna it will lower my burn speed if I buy one of these. Let's see, increased maintenance, impaired life support, faulty power grid, glitch sensor, right? Oh god. Compromised armor, faulty power grid, this one's better. Even with a non-compliant gunnery core, ew. So I'm actually gonna buy this heavy cruiser. Yeah, heavy cruiser time. This is a terrible idea. Oops, I need crew. So let's look at the arcs. Oh, hi Tarantoga. I haven't seen were you? I think you were on recently too. It's now that I'm streaming again. It's really enjoying seeing. It's really enjoyable seeing the people that used to come by again. Okay, so let's look at the weapon arts of this thing. We got some built-in forward smalls, which appears to be part of the design philosophy of the Magellan ships. Is these built-in forward smalls, and also these side mounts that barely converge forward. I see we got those for the mediums, and actually not quite for the back medium turrets. That's probably a very intentional design decision. That you don't get 4 medium turrets converging, you only get 2. Linked flax on the side. The demod damage decals look really nice along the sides. A little weird over the turrets, but you know, what you gonna do? These are some of the Vera system things. That's nasty, but you know, it is what it is. Ew. Gross. Gross, gross, gross. How much will it cost me to restore this sucker? Oh god, 300,000. Okay, so I can't restore this yet. It's just not in the cards. Now, let me see. What do I wanna equip this with? I wish there was a I wish there was a Magellan kinetic gun available, but I haven't seen one available for sale. It's a very interesting. Oh, hey, chaser. Yeah, look at that. So this ship can be AI tricked to broadside. So for those of you who don't know, the AI is usually pretty bad about flying broadside ships, and the exception to that is if you put a rear-facing mount of decent size. When you do that, then you can get a ship to actually broadside. That is a trick that Tartaflet discovered when they were building their Outer Rim Alliance mod. So this could be built as an asymmetric broadsider. That's really interesting. Or it has some convergence forward. I'm going to try building this as a forward convergence ship to start. Yeah. Because I've never been that good at designing broadsiders. Now, I'm gonna do some weird stuff here. But I am, let's see, any other missiles? No Magellan missiles. So I'm gonna put on some of these Ripfires. Let's see, the small hybrid is going to get. You know, I haven't even looked at the energy options that Magellan has. I haven't actually seen anything yet. Let's see, it's gonna get a Flenser, because I've been enjoying the Flensers. And the back is actually going to get a flak cannon. Yeah, we'll throw the flak on the back for engine defense, and that actually kind of obviates the needs for Vulcans. So I'm gonna throw on 2 more Flensers for anti-fighter work. And these things are 200 HE DPS per second. HE DPS per second. Oh boy, I've been streaming for a bit too long today, if I'm saying things like DPS per second. Okay. I need kinetics is a bit of an issue. Wow, maybe this really should be flown as a broadsider. Because it has all these side-facing small ballistic mounts that could, for example, be railguns. Or I could make them quads. Or missiles. Ah, very cool ship design going on here. I have a lot of options on how I can build this thing. Okay, well, I don't have really a good selection of missiles here. So I'm going to throw on, don't murder me, asymmetric missiles. And I want some medium kinetics from Magellan. I'm not friendly with them yet, so I don't have any medium kinetics for sale. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do something a bit weird. I'm going to go down to the water world and just see if there's any medium kinetics for sale. Alright, come back. There we go. And I'm... no. No, I refuse. I don't care that it's 55,000. The morals, they fade. The morals, they fade. Okay. Now, are there any... Yes! Cool! Oh, this is the medium flenser. Okay, not exactly what I was looking for. Heavy heterodyne laser. Okay, now we got a few more weapons for sale. Bonesaw riot gun. Interesting. Oh, I like it. I like it a lot. I like these guns. Heavy strike laser firing a long burst that devours armor and hull plating. So this is an HE beam, 700 burst fire, 1.13 efficiency, 155 DPS, 930 damage. Interesting. It's kind of middle of the road stats, especially when you consider that the competition for a burst beam is a phase lance, and phase lances have quite a bit higher damage per second, so they have better anti-shield ability with similar armor penetration. On the other hand, this probably chews through armor really well. Really well. Okay, but... this is fun. This is real fun. The Flenser... Alright, that flak is actually going to be this Flenser battery, which, again, is probably a bad choice for engine defense, but I don't care. It's just so pretty looking. Yeah, you get that. However, that still leaves me in the unfortunate position of needing to put non-Magellan kinetic damage option on. We're actually going to put up a pair of HVDs on this thing. God, what's the flux? It's actually 192 flux per second. It's actually fairly high flux per second because it's HE damage, right? We'll see how that works. Now, I could leave these empty, but I think instead I actually am going to install some of these. Oh no, the other market. The other market is the one with the HE, long-range HE guns. Okay. Alright. We'll get there eventually. We'll do what we need. Okay, now, so here is the salvo assault guns. We're going to throw on 4 of them, which is ridiculous. And this thing needs an ITU, and it actually might be good with auxiliary thrusters, but I need the flux stats. So this might be, I don't know yet, this might be badly overgunned. It looks badly overgunned. I want to see what the AI does with this thing against, throw it up against an Eagle. Now it has this ballistic accelerator on it. That is, it might be a really good ship system. Let's see, is it going to activate its system though? Ooh, activate your ship system, right? Uh-oh. Okay, I'm gonna take control, and I'm gonna see... Okay, so this is firing with no system, and this is firing with system. It's a little faster, right? I need to take a look at... Let me take a look at what the description of the system says. Supercharged accelerated system increasing speed, range, and fire rate of all ballistic weapons must be offline for cooling after a short time. So it seems like the AI should have been just using the system as much as possible. That's not the best sign. Okay. How about, let me throw it up against something that's not spamming graviton beams. Because graviton beams are one of those deceptively effective. Can I just say that I really like this pale yellow for the engine? It looks like a fusion torch or something. Oh wow, you got in real close. That was perhaps not the best decision. Okay. What am I gonna do with this thing? Okay, let me try building it as a broadsider. Okay, so if I'm building this as a broadsider, I'm gonna put my harpoons on the offside. I'm gonna put 1 HVD there, 1 HVD there, and let's put in the Beewolf, which is the equivalent to the Heavy Mauler, only Magellan mode. And on this side, we'll put in... we got flat cannons on the side. So we're just going to put in another pair of those... I like those salvo auto guns. We'll put those back. And on this side, it is going to be left empty. It's going to get an ITU and auxiliary thrusters. Now, this is heavily demodded, so it's a little bit, you know, putting up against a full cruiser like that is perhaps a little bit disingenuous. So let's see how this does with a broadside loadout. Okay, it is broadsiding. That is what it's supposed to do, is fly sideways to the enemy like this. And what it's trying to do is get all three of its guns aligned with the target. Oof, nasty hit. Doing okay, it's just, it is being very efficiently suppressed by the graviton beams. Graviton beams are actually, actually pretty good, especially on a ship with a faulty power grid. However, the broadside behavior itself seemed to be working. So let's see what this thing does against something without graviton beams. I know I've kind of said this a couple times already. Let's throw it up against a pair of enforcers and see if the broadside behavior works. So pretty. I really like the sprite. Now I note that in a broadside configuration it has convergence of 3 ballistics, whereas in its frontal configuration it really only has 2. So I actually do think that I'm going to try to outfit this ship as a broadsider, even though I'm giving up a missile slot. I do know, however, that this is not being super effective here against these enforcers. It is dealing with 2 enforcers, so I shouldn't judge quite so harshly. Okay, this works. I wonder how much these demods are probably giving me a really negative impression overall. Because I'll say that my impression of this ship is that it's undergunned for a 25 ordnance point ship. Of course, right now it's only a 10 ordnance point ship, so what you gonna do? Okay, now I could buy this sung, but I'm starting to run a bit low on funds. I think I'm actually going to need to skip this time, but I'll be back. I like this a lot. Yeah. Cool. Okay, well, I think I think that I've actually been streaming a little bit longer than I normally do. It's been 3 hours, so I am going to knock it off. But let's go raid Rachilles. I'll send you all over to them. That should be fun for those who want to watch more Starsector. Okay, cool. So, thank you everyone for dropping by. It was a great time. I hope you enjoyed looking at some of this Magellan content. I know that Soren is working on it, and probably once he feels good about it, he'll release it. See you, folks.